Hi, everybody. My name is Jacqueline Dentino. I'm the new executive director for Emmanuel Music. I'm here with Ryan.
Hi, Jackie.
Ryan, what do you do?
Oh, I'm the artistic director of Emmanuel Music now in my 11th year.
Very good. Just for those of you who don't know,
Mhm.
we're here today to talk about our Chamber Music Festival that's coming up on October 23rd and October 24th of this year. Before we dive in, I just want to share two quick announcements that we're pretty excited about. The first is that all of our performances will be done both live in person and live streamed. So everyone has the option either to come see us in person or to watch the concerts from the comfort and safety of your own home. And the other exciting part, excuse me, the other exciting part is that we are also moving to a pay what you wish ticketing model, which means that for both our live streamed and in-person performances, our audiences can pay anywhere from $0 to $100 to attend. So we're hoping that with the change to pay what you wish and with the live stream options, anybody who wishes to come to our performances or attend in any way are able to do so. So with that exciting housekeeping, let's talk about this Chamber Music Festival. So Ryan, let me hand that over to you. This Chamber Music Festival is something that Emmanuel Music has done in the past. Can you talk about this series a little bit?
Sure. And let me first start by just saying welcome to Jackie.
Oh yeah,
Nice
that's
to
me.
have you on
Thanks.
board in the next chapter of Emmanuel Music.
Thank
So,
you.
Emmanuel Music has had a long history of doing chamber music series. In the last 2 years, we did 2 years in a row, Britain Chamber Music Festival, and it's often been a sort of exhaustive search of one composer's work. We're taking a slightly different tact this year, using Bach as the launching off point and seeing the influences, the sort of tentacles of Bach, as it were, while at the same time thinking about the opportunity to celebrate and honor Jackie's predecessor, our longtime Emmanuel Music executive director, Pat Kroll. So the program is our first concert, which is Saturday, October 23rd. The sort of linchpin of this program is a chamber opera or a dramatic cantata, we could say, by contemporary composer Julian Grant. That's called Salt, and it's based on a very whimsical Russian folk tale. And then we begin the program with some pieces by Bach that also influenced contemporary composer Gabrielle Lena Frank, including her four folk songs for piano trio. The second concert on Sunday, which is dedicated to Pat Kroll for her amazing 15-year tenure, we are doing the Bach Hercules at the Crossroads, a way to honor Pat's Herculean efforts, as it were. And then at Pat's request, we're also doing one of her favorites by one of her favorite composers other than Bach, a piece by our own John Harbizon called Crossroads for soprano, string quintet, and oboe.
Sounds great. So you've answered a bit, about why exactly these pieces were picked. Is there anything that you want to dive in a little more deeply about any of the specific pieces that are programmed, especially for the Saturday concert? Any nuances that connect them back to the work of Bach that you thought was really interesting? If you want to go
Mhm.
deep in it, now's your chance.
Yeah. Well, Gabriella Lena Frank, who is of incredible rich culture, she's Andean, Peruvian, um, also Chinese and Spanish descent. And she spent a lot of time researching and connecting with the music of her mother's homeland of Peru. And the two pieces on the program, the first there's that's called the Sweet Mestiza, which is actually a long 30-minute unaccompanied violin suite that is deeply influenced by the unaccompanied violin works of Bach. We're doing one movement of that is sort of a transition into this Russian folktale chamber opera, chamber cantata that has this really whimsical nature to it. The four folk songs for piano trio, I first heard this, oh, it must have been about 6 years ago. And I remember in the last movement, there was a probably 30-second excerpt in which the cello has its own solo. And I heard the G major saraband of Bach cello suites in that very moment. And I thought, and I wish I could talk to Gabrielle and talk to her how deeply she was influenced by that piece. But so we're actually going to begin the program with the saraband from the G major suite for cello, and that will go right into the four folk songs for piano trio.
Very cool. Do you know off the top of your head who we have playing cello and violin on that concert?
I sure do. It is the violinist is Heidi Braunhill, and our cellist is Josh Gordon, and the pianist is Leslie Amper.
Excellent. Great.
And I will say about this Russian folktale chamber opera, we actually had the opportunity to do a private premiere of it this past April at the Harvard Music Club. And this was a piece that was commissioned for Emmanuel Music in celebration of their 50th anniversary. And now we get to do a public performance of it, and we have the exact same cast, which is Sarah Moyer, Krista River, Charlie Blandy, and Will Propestis. It's a little chamber opera written for four singers and piano trio. And the best way I can describe this piece, other than the incredible sense of humor and at the same time musical complexity it has, is it's sort of this coming together of Stravinsky, Sondheim, and Bach all in one tight 25-minute drama.
I love that combination. Stravinsky, Sondheim, and Bach. That's really
I don't know how
great.
Julian would think about that. But no, I will also say that Julian will be at the performances, and he and I are going to have a conversation ahead of time to talk about his piece together.
I'm looking
People
forward
may
to
be
that.
familiar with Julian from his work with the Boston Lyric Opera. They commissioned him and premiered an opera of his that has this incredibly long name. It's called The Nefarious, Immoral, but Highly Profitable Enterprise of Mr. Burke and Hare,
Sure,
otherwise known as Burke and Hare.
sure. I can see that Sondheim connection with all of those
Exactly.
words, right? And is Salt sung in English?
Salt is sung completely in English, yes.
Okay, great. Okay. Ryan, anything else you want to share about the musicians or the music that's coming up in October?
Just, I think this idea of Crossroads for the second concert of Hercules at the Crossroads, where he has to make this decision between lust and virtue. And then in the John Harbison setting of Louise Gluck's poem, there's this sort of emotional crossroads that the singer encounters. And our singer is Kendra Colton, who actually premiered the piece and is the only person I know that has sung the piece. We did it about 7 years ago with the full chamber version, and this is just with the string quintet. And it's just great that we get to revisit this piece and that we also get an opportunity to celebrate Pat with this incredible music and also with our principal guest conductor and unofficial composer in residence, John Harbison.
I think it's brilliant. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to the
Me
whole
too.
thing. Not that we're biased or anything, but
Of course
I
not.
think it's great.
And it's to be your first concert, Jackie.
It'll be my first concert, and I'm so excited for it. So I will be there too. So I'm hoping that for any of our audience members who have been coming for years, I hope I get the chance to meet those and audience members new alike while I'm there. So again, that's October 23rd at 8 p.m. is our first concert, and Sunday, October 24th at 3 p.m. is the second. Tickets will be on sale at emmanuelmusic.org this Friday, September 24th. And as I said, you can buy those tickets to come see us in person or online. And if you have any questions at all, shoot me an email. That's Jacqueline@emmanuelmusic.org. And Jacqueline is spelled Jaclyn @emmanuelmusic.org. We look forward to seeing you. Say bye, Ryan.
Oh, goodbye. Thank you.